Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Big day, stressful day. It's a nerve-wracking day. Two of my favorite teams are gonna probably stress me out today. And I have to work, so that's another additional stress. So clearly, if you don't know, I'm a big Raiders fan, and today's the draft, as well as the Lakers, who are currently 0-2. Love that for that team, are playing tonight. So, I don't know how much booze I will need tonight, but I probably will need lots of booze after I get off my work shift. So pray for me. Keep me in thoughts and prayers, okay, clearly. I am not going to talk about the Raiders. I've talked about the Raiders on my previous videos, so if you want to look at that one and what I think the draft will be and how I would prefer it to be, you can look at that video. So today, we're going to talk about my Lakers, and I'm wearing the championship team shirt that last year we beat the Golden State Warriors when no one thought we would, and I'm hoping that today we pull in our first win. So my thoughts. Okay, clearly I am not disappointed with this team. I'm very excited. I am very proud of this team, no matter if we lose completely and get swept by this series, whatever the case be. I think this team has proven itself it can contend. I think we've all forgotten how bad this altitude has to play into the Lakers playing. So keep that in mind. They were doing amazing for 3 quarters. For 3 quarters, we were up. But we lost gas. We clearly got exhausted by the end of the fourth. And honestly, again, I've always said the difference between this team and the Denver Nuggets team is coaching. Rotations have continued to still be our Achilles heel. I like Hayes. I think Hayes is still great. Some people argue that Hayes has had no points. However, we have not put him in situations where he actually blossoms, where, he's under the rim and, attacking the rim. Like, I don't understand why we continue not to attack the rim. I understand parameter-wise, like, we're a parameter shooting team, but we're not a 3-point shooting team, and we continue to try to do that. D'Lo went off. He proved himself that, hey, I'm going to come in here and bust my ass because I'm tired of you motherfuckers just trying to talk shit to me. And honestly, I don't know why we give hate to these players. Like, this is a stressful time right now, especially in the playoffs. I understand that they get a lot of, hey, like, you need to step up, you need to do this. And they already know that. They don't need to be reminded during the playoffs. I will give a shout out to Prince, who's been kind of being better than his normal regular season self. I think he's actually proving himself a little bit more as the games progress. I do want him actually more to, like, under the rim and attacking versus these parameter shots. Like I said, we continue to do this when we've never been known to be a 3-point shooting team to begin with. A thing that I'm excited and have been very proud about this team is slowing the progression of Jamal Murray. He has not been a factor. However, I'm worried because at one point he will become a factor that I'm concerned about, because Jamal Murray hasn't had a really amazing game like he's had in the previous games that we've had in the regular season. So either A, he's off his game, or B, we figured out how to contain him. And I've said it multiple times before, and I will say it again. You beat this Nuggets team by stopping everybody around him, okay? Jovic cannot be stopped, period. Like, that man has been double teamed, triple teamed, any kind of team you put on against him. He is an animal. I don't even know. We need a drug test him at this point. I think he's on some fucking steroids, okay? Because the man is big. He's tall. He's huge. Like, he's not even, like, fat, but, like, the man is not, like, small. So the fact that he has the athletic ability to do what he does is freakish. It's just insanity at this point. Clearly, like I said, he continues to be the reason why we don't win these games, okay? Towards the end, obviously, we made a lot of mistakes. Again, no timeouts, which I can see both perspectives of why Ham didn't call a timeout. He expected this team to not make that last dagger to the heartbeat of this Lakers. We were in it. So close. We were so close. Do you understand the stress I had watching these last minutes go and seeing it just taken away in less than 2 seconds? That was disgusting. It was heartbreaking. I would have rather went into overtime and lost. So, like I said, this team is proving itself. We're not just a 7th seed team that you think this is going to be an easy win. I am praying that we win this game. Obviously, we have not won a single game yet, so it's hard to say if this will be easy for us or it's like a automatic. I will say that the altitude of the stadium in comparison to what we've been playing to is going to be in our benefit and hopefully not let us lose stamina, because the players looked exhausted. Every single player looked exhausted into the fourth quarter. And I think honestly, it's poor planning, poor stamina, poor planning in the sense of, hey, we need to prepare. You need to be like trained in this kind of environment to prepare yourself for the Nuggets. We were not prepared for that. At this point, it's kind of too late to prepare. So you got to do with what you can. The fact that Max Christie continues to get 0 minutes, and has not seen the court is insanity. At this point, what do you have to lose by starting Max Christie? Gabe Vincent, he's hit or miss with consistency of making any shots. He's doing somewhat of a decent job defensively, but not enough that can warrant that Max Christie doesn't get any minutes. I'm sorry. Max Christie better see minutes today, or I'm going to freaking lose it. I'm going to lose it because he has so much talent. He has so much ability. I think the way you beat this team, like I said, is removing the diminished role of Jovic and incorporating all his players to do well. As you saw, when we diminished his role, a lot of the players did not do well. KCP hits a hit or miss. Jamal Murray wasn't really, he was scoring, I think I think it was like 8 of 20 or something outrageous. Like, he wasn't doing well. The one thing that was killing us is Porter, which I don't understand. Was Porter doing this in the regular season? Why is he going off all of a sudden? We did not stop his transition. He was making threes left and right. Like, at one point he stopped, but still. Players that literally, like I've said, if you diminish their role, diminish their ability to shoot and make points, you put it solely on Jovic to make the team win, and it's going to be very difficult, as you saw for the first 3 quarters of the second game. However, towards the end of the fourth quarter, we were exhausted. You could tell they were gassed. We were just so out of shape. I don't know if it was out of shape. I don't even want to say out of shape because, like I said, the altitude has a lot to play with. So if we don't win this home game, it's kind of over at this point. It's going to be sad, but at least we did give, I think, a better game run than the previous year. So that's exciting to see that we did improve as a series, as a group of the team. I do think that Rui has been having a half game, but like I said, I think it's just the fact that, these rotations and lineups and how much time Rui plays with the rest of them. I don't think he sees the ball. They don't feed him the ball as much. I think we're trying to incorporate everybody at the same time. Rui is not getting incorporated as much as other players. Reeves has been doing a great job defending Jamal Murray. I know people don't see that or don't want to admit it, but let's just be real. He has been doing a great job. When he left to sit the bench and Jamal Murray went back into the game without Reeves guarding him, Jamal went off for 4 of 5 shots. And it was at what point did you want to put Reeves back in? Because clearly he's going off, and now Jamal Murray is getting a momentum, and you don't want him to just continue that momentum because once he's going, he's not going to stop. AD has been amazing. The shots that he's been making, I've not seen that since 2020. The shots have been almost scary because it's how are we losing? AD is doing everything possible to prove this team that we can do it. I need everybody else to do it. It's hard because, like I said, we have AD, we have LeBron, everybody's giving themselves 100%. D'Lo did a race. How else? What else do we need to do to beat this team? Honestly, if we don't win it, there's not a lot of answers. Like I said, it would be nice to see Max Christie in rotation because that might give us a little offensive boost. But, it's really hard. This team has proven themselves why they're their championship. And this is a dogfight. I don't think people expected it to be as good of a series as it's been. And it's if you love basketball, even if you hate the Lakers, this is a really excellent game. I don't know if we have that kind of quality in the next, other teams or other players in the sense of how exciting this series is to watch. I do expect, hopefully, to win. I've said Lakers in 7. I'm going to stay by that. I feel like they're going to make it to the end. I think we're going to win the next 2 home games. We have to go back and win, lose at Denver and then go back at home and win at home, and then we'll win at their last 7 games. I think this might be a 7-game stretch, and I will hopefully be mentally prepared. Today is going to be a real tough day. Like I said, a lot of opportunity for disappointment. Both teams can disappoint me, which I'm okay with because I have been dealing with disappointment for a while now. And when you're just been disappointed, it's okay. Like you just cope with it. So I'm hoping today is not going to be that way. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I have my heart is intermittently racing thinking about these games and thinking about this game specifically and what the Raiders will do in a draft. So we'll see. I'm nervous. So I may make a video the next day or two after that to just digest everything. So tell me what you think. Obviously, do you think that the lineups have been the reason we're losing, or do you think the altitude? I think honestly the altitude has been killing us and we weren't prepared physically for this. I think this team, if you put them in any other stadium with the Nuggets at that stadium, we would be winning. No doubt in my mind. I think that the reason why we're not making, we're not winning any of those games that we've played is the ability to continue with this, the energy to do that, because we have no endurance. Like we've proven the past 2 games, we are able to beat this team and we have not been able to close it. So the only thing I can think of is that this team is exhausted because this altitude is absolutely killing them. And I'm not going to fault them for that, because that is a very difficult thing to do and trying to put yourself against, especially with Jovic, who is a freaking insane. He's not even real. I don't even think he's real. Like there's something. He might be an alien. I don't know. Either way, I hope you guys have a good Thursday. I hope you're not as stressed as I am, because I am a little bit. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.